Oh, hello. I'm going to teach you some easy tricks with QLab. I'm going to teach you how to do easy audio, easy video, and easy camera. I run all my stuff from my pocket with the Audio 8 Pro. It's nice. If you want one, there's a link down below. It's an investment, but it's great because it lasts. It reaches like 300 feet, and it's only this thing. You can control all of QLab from your pocket. I'll talk about this in a sec. So the first thing I recommend, get that out of the way, is creating a folder for QLab. So I got one right here, QLab, and all my stuff that I use in QLab is there. So let's start with show music. That way, if anything ever gets lost, you can easily find it, or if something gets disconnected, don't have it just like randomly on your desktop. Make sure you know it's in one folder, safe, Dropbox, iCloud, whatever, something backed up. So in the event that your computer explodes, you need to get a last minute computer for the show, you can quickly rebuild it. Or you can just save the files and then you can reconnect them, which is great. So let's find a royalty-free song that I won't get sued for. Okay, Bottles is royalty-free. So I'm going to drag that right here. That's going to be started. I'm going to rename it. Let's say we'll call it Bottles. Very important. Make sure it does not continue to the next track. I'm going to add a fade right here. So fade Bottles. I'm going to drag Bottles on top of that. Bing. So I'm going to change it right now to audio and change it to MacBook Pro speakers. That way we can hear what it sounds like. Great. The reason there is an X here is because there's no fade set. This confused me for the longest time. And then I finally figured it out. So you're going to hit, I always have it go stop target when done, which is good. I'm going to set that all the way down to bring that to a negative INF. So like I said, drag Bottles onto that fade. You can see it's a fade and stop, which is good. I got this right here. So that's selected, so we know that's the track that's about to play. I'm just going to use spacebar right now. I'll show you how to set up the Audio 8 Pro in just a second. It's spacebar. It's playing. Okay. Say you want the track to fade out on a certain point, you hit the spacebar, and that is setting. Like so, it is fade out. You can adjust the action of how long that is. Double click, say I want it 10 seconds. Okay. Wow, that's an unnecessarily long fade, but you can do that. You can add a pre-wait. I will sometimes add a little bit of a, if I need to hit a track and then I have to go grab something, I'm going to add a 2-second pre-wait right here. So it's going to wait 2 seconds to start playing. Uno, dos. And then I'll hit it again. And now that 10-second fade is happening. So all very basic stuff. And if for some reason something's playing and you don't want it to stop, hit escape. That's a good way of doing it too. So that's basic of audio. Video is very simple. I'm going to drop in a video here. We'll drop in some pictures of my dog. I'm going to mute this so I don't get sued. So I got maroon emojis like so. I'm going to drop down a fade this. I'm going to drag the fade, the file onto the fade. Once again, you have that X. I need to go to stop target when done. I'm going to bring sure this is all the way down like that. And, oh, sorry, for for video, you also have to do geometry too. So I'm going to hit opacity. I'm going to bring that down to 0. And now that X is gone. So I hit spacebar. And it did full screen, which I didn't want to do. So if you want to get a little preview window, I'm going to do this. Command Shift A, that'll bring up a preview window. So I can hit maroon. I can see that this is playing right there. And then, okay, I want that to fade out. I hit it again, and now that fades out. Cool. So that's the basics of video right there. Once again, make sure when you go under basics, it's under do not continue. Same with this, do not continue. And so the final thing I will teach you before the audio ape is to bring in a camera. Very easy. So you're going to drop camera right there. I have mine. Let me switch over to my iPhone. So what I have right here is I use this lovely Sony right here. It's coming out HDMI into this long 75-foot fiber HDMI that helps get a lower delay. Sometimes with screens, there's a bit of a delay, so that seems to help the most for me. And then I use it goes into this cam link here, which connects into USB-C. Cam link is about around $100. There's cheaper capture cards out there, but I find cam link's the best. And what's great is it's connected by that little light right here. That light will turn off in the event you're not getting any signal. So I find that is the simplest way of doing it. So I'm going to add a camera. I drag that in. I'm going to select what the camera is. So I have it selected already as Cam Link 1. To quickly adjust to what is under the first setting, you're just going to go into video right here. You have your surface, which is one thing. And then right here, your camera patch. I always have my first one as Cam Link 4. I know that's my camera. So anytime I add a camera cue into the show, Cam Link 1 is always going to be the thing that gets triggered. So I'm going to name this as camera because I'm clever. I'm going to add a fade right there. I'm going to drop that fade on there. We'll go to geometry, opacity down to 0. So I'm going to hit spacebar. That starts the camera. You can see, whoa, whoa, it's me in two different spots. And then fade out, and that camera's good to go. So you got an audio cue, you got a video cue, you got a camera cue. So the final thing I'm going to talk about is this Audio 8 Pro. And I made a video if you don't want to spend, I think it's around 800, 850 on this guy, but it has a 300-foot range, which is amazing, sits in your pocket. And there's a lot of kind of fun features about this. Or you can get Pro Mystic, which is a great magician company. They make one called Media Star. That's good too. Can also fit in your pocket. Around similar price for that. And I made a video about how to control QLab with Bluetooth. If you just want to get a $50 Bluetooth remote and run it that way, you can do it. It's a little bit more complex. You have to download a program and kind of reprogram some things within your computer, but it's also a lot cheaper. To run QLab, I made a few changes on this. So what you'll do is you will be plugged in this USB-C into the device, the Audio 8 device, like so. It's going to plug into your computer. It will turn on. It has a few different presets. So I go right here and I'm going to hit remote right there. And then I'll hit select preset. And I see it's on Audio 8 Pro. I'm going to slide down to QLab right there. And that's what you would select if you want to use the presets. But this is the way I did it. I kind of customized a few things. So I'm going to select, I'm going to hit escape right here. So that's not running anymore. But I'm going to go down here to settings. I will select MIDI controls because that's what's nice about this. This is MIDI controls, allows you to do a lot more stuff with it. And I need to just capture each of these controls. So the go, I'm going to hit capture. I'm going to hit this once. Boom, it has been captured. I'm going to add a panic. So my capture for panic, I'm going to hold that 2 to 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. So it's a different set right there. That panic is great because it stops everything, which is fantastic. And then I'm going to previous. I have it upside down as opposed to what the presets are in Audio Ape. So previous is I'm going to hit like that. So that's captured. And play ahead, forward. Great. And what's great is it's connected already with the volume control through your system. If you have issues with volume control, the Audio 8 people on their website will show you settings on how to fix that. It's something very simple, but it's not through QLab. It's coming through your Mac to control audio. And pro tip, a lot of times when I'm working at a theater, they like to try to run audio through the HDMI because that's where everything's coming out of for video and audio. I'm sorry, for video and camera. But don't allow them to do it. Make sure you're connected to the headphone jack because you can't control volume control. There is no volume control, is how I should say that, when you're through HDMI. It just doesn't work for some reason. So I highly recommend having a DI box and that coming out of your computer that way, as if it's just going into a pair of headphones. So then once you have everything captured, the thing I forgot to do is hit use musical MIDI controls, and you select something and there we go. It should start working like that. The center button is a go button. that went full screen because I did not have the previewer on. So Command Shift A, got my little preview right there. And I'm gonna hit go right here. That starts playing right there. Awesome, that's gonna fade out because I hit it again. Panic in the wrong spot. So what I did is I changed it and it's panic all, not panic selected, it's panic all. That's important. You're gonna hit that and then I hold it 3 seconds and then that's gonna stop it. I didn't hit the fade cue, I just stopped it because the panic went through. So I know that might be confusing right now because fade was the next. And then I hit that again, and now that's going to fade out separately. So those are two different things. And that's some easy tips to use QLab. It took me a long time. I was really overwhelmed by QLab for a very long time. So I hopefully this helps. Just keep it simple at the beginning, and then as you get more and more comfortable with it, you can add more complex things, audio levels, starting camera. I have a couple cues where the camera cue starts 20 seconds after the music does and then is set to come in at a key moment in the trick. As you get more and more comfortable with the application, you can do more stuff with it. So keep it simple, stupid at the beginning, as my history teacher would say, and then get more and more comfortable, and you'll be good to go. Any comments, questions, fan mail, or hate mail, you can write in the comments section or send me an email, nickpaulmagic@gmail.com. And that's about it. Hopefully that helped. Be kind to one another. See you later. Bye.